After 1 October, as you remember, memorials popped up all across Las Vegas. They were visible displays of sorrow left behind by a grieving community, but they couldn't stay forever. Where the displays ended up, well, we'll show you. If you were here 3 years ago, these aren't just memories. They're part of you, little pieces of your heart you shared or lost after Las Vegas's darkest night.
We ran out of room, so this is where they live.
At the Clark County Museum, 1 October is tucked into an endless series of boxes.
Ended up with some offices that weren't in use, and we needed to turn them into storage.
After the massacre, museum staff ended up with what was left behind at memorials, more than 20,000 artifacts. Cynthia Sanford is the museum's registrar.
By holding on to these objects, we were telling the history of how the community reacted, and then we were also telling individual stories.
Today, it's all in storage. Most of it the museum won't let us see, but there isn't enough room, so these climate-controlled offices hold the rest.
So this is just an example of the amount of items that were left on each cross.
This time of year, parts of the archive are dusted off again. The grief is given time to breathe.
The photos of victims or like friends and family, those are the hardest things to look at because that really hits home that it was a person.
Museum staff are working on a new, larger storage facility. Its 1 October archive gets moved in first. Until then, perhaps there's comfort knowing when Las Vegas poured its heart out, it didn't just go away.
It reminds you of the bad times, but it also reminds you that, there are people here who've got you back.
Now, parts of the museum's archive are now on display at the Clark County Government Center. And as you heard from Alex, the county does have plans for a future memorial and will use some of the what was collected for that memorial. We're going to